Well, good morning everyone. I just thought I'd do a little walk home this morning. I just dropped off my vehicle I'm trying to sell. And yeah. This is the Warrego Highway. Can you hear me? I don't know. The noise traffic's pretty strong. And this turn off, this ramp up here, it goes into Ipswich onto Mount Crosby Road. As you can see, it's always busy. The Warrego's always busy. You know, I've come home at 11 o'clock at night and there's still traffic. It just amazes me how many people are on the road all the time down here. But anyhow, I'm trying to do some editing with a video program I found on my phone, and we'll see how it works. I'll do a little bit of cut and shut and paste and whatever they call it, and we'll go from there. I've never walked this track before, so I'm about dubious about where I get across the road down here. So hopefully I don't get run over, I suppose. Well, we've got a set of steps going down there into the bush. That's a meat ant's nest. As you can see, they're very lively. Trying to have a little bit of garden on the side of the road here, but it's obviously very dry. It's never been watered by the looks of it for a long time. Only gets water when it rains. Trying to grow the old bottle brush. Would be very nice if they let it grow a bit taller. Gee, they're cutting it a bit short. It's not getting enough leaf on it to spread itself. So there you can see the sign in front of you. I don't know whether you can read it yet or not. So you can go to Ipswich Central, or you can go back onto the Warrego, onto the Toowoomba, go to Toowoomba, or you can go around the other way, go around to Mount Crosby, where I just come from, Corona Downs. See, the traffic never stops here, never stops. Here we got some spy cameras here. They say they're for monitoring traffic, but that's bullshit. They can keep an eye on everyone. If they want to, they can tap into them. They can actually go slow speed and zoom in on number plates and everything. So someone there behind didn't know how to enter onto off the ramp there onto the Mount Crosby Road into the roundabout here. Someone's in a panic, blowing their horns. Oh, I want to go, I've got to get there in 3 seconds. You've got to laugh at them, haven't you? So yeah. So it's interesting driving along, walking along here. Track walk comes to an end. Interesting, isn't it? But that's alright. There's not much up here. You can just walk up beside these shops up here. It's only a couple hundred metres. I don't like walking too far because of my back, but I've got no choice. That's right, no choice. There's a hubcap. I don't know where this goes, but I'm going to have a look. It doesn't go anywhere, that's right, I remember that now. I'm just here on Mount Crosby Road now for my little walk, and I just noticed this fence. Nice little fence, it looks antique, but it's not. It's actually quite modern, this fence. It's not that old. But it's starting to lean a little bit. I see there's a couple of these posts they've put in. Obviously the structure of the subsoil or the foundation they put it on is not good enough. So Maybe it was hit by a car, but there seems to be too many of them leaning. Can you see that? Something's not quite right here, the way they set it up. But anyhow, there's houses on the other side of the road. Nice beautiful gum trees in front of us, bit of a parkland. You've got a nursery in there. Quite a nice little nursery actually. It's got a coffee shop too, I think, in there too somewhere. If I remember right. So here we are, the information sign. Cobb & Co Tourist Drive, the workshop of the Railway Museum, Ipswich Art Gallery, Grandchester Railway Station's 40 kilometres away. Actually, it was quite nice, I've been there. I was out lately a few weeks ago, as you know, and I dropped in on the way back. It wasn't open when I was there, but I had a bit of a quick sniff around. Spring Bluff, I haven't been there. And of course the Cobb & Co Museum, which is nice. Now I'm going to cross the road here because I know the walking track's on the other side, so I just want to get to the top of the hill here to the crest so I can see both ways. And since I can't walk that fast, I'll I've got to have a bit of vision. See, they come over the hill there pretty fast, don't they? Oh. So the white one was coming up on my left. So there's someone who doesn't pick up their junk mail, leave it on the road. I hate that. If you're not home, even get someone pick it up for you. Don't encourage robbers to come in. I think there's no one home. Place is pretty well run down too, needs a bit of a tidy up. Palings put back on the fence. You know, it's only a couple hour job, you think you just do it. Yeah. Yeah, on my walk in I just noticed this fence that was built out of concrete. But look what's happening. The cancer of the rust. It's busting out the concrete, and because it's only very small, it's just fracturing it. All the wall and everything I see. See back there, up there, down there. As soon as it's got a bit of weight on it, pressing down on it, it's too thin. It's not a very good fence. This is a bit of tea tree. Oh, I'm squeezing just for the smell of it, for the lemon smell. When you walk it along, it's very refreshing. There's storage sheds over there, heaps of them. That's a good business. But when they're in town, the rates kill them. There's so much cost to the council. I don't know why they build them in towns. They should build them out of towns. Yeah. We've got a grasshopper here, a big grasshopper on this sign. Can you see that? It's another street. I've got to be careful stepping off these ledges. They're a bit hard on my back if I jar it. Grasshopper soccer. Ah, it's for the soccer teams, boys and girls. Non-competitive. Ah, okay. There's always a bit of competition when kids are playing, isn't it? but it's good for them. Good exercise. Here comes a bus, oh, truck, big truck. Yeah, bit of a truck. A motorhome. Oh, that pond's a bit green. They haven't got a filtering system in there, have they? Wow. Needs a bit of a tidy up. Looks like it's going to be a lot of rain coming, eh? Look at this, the rain bush is out. The leaves are falling, so it's not far away. So we should get rain this week, I'd say, with all that rain bush. Oh yeah, whole place needs a tidy up, doesn't it? Oh, it's all smashed. Oh. Well, that's sad. Beautiful big building and it's just been left. Vandals will get into that for sure. That's what's been happening. That's sad. That's a lot of property to be sitting there to pay rates on. Big shed out the back. That's a weighbridge. Wow. Well, there you go. There's been a fire in there too. Someone burned it out. That weighbridge alone would probably cost about $50,000 to $60,000. Someone wanted a good weighbridge. And what do we got here? Another yard. Nothing in it. A wash bay over there of some type. Big tanks. Looks like it's all abandoned too. Looks like the kids have been into it. Yeah, there's a fair bit of crime in Ipswich. They say not to walk around here by yourself at night time. I've walked around early in the night, you know, up till 9 o'clock, but because I can't get to bed some nights, you're just wide awake and your back's killing you. You just got to stretch and get out of the house, because sitting down hurts worse than standing up sometimes. It's a beautiful gum tree in front of us there, isn't it? Another abandoned bloody business. My God, what goes on here? It's sad, isn't it? Bit of a jungle over there. Bit of a forestry. Ipswich Dog Obedience Club. Ah. Nice grounds down on the gully like that. There's another one down home behind where I live. They don't have any signs up. I don't know what they call themselves, but this is one group and there's another group down there. Apparently there's a few others around. I didn't know, but I was just told that the other day. We've got a bit of grass in there, should be mowed down there. A bit of a snake haven. Anyhow, as you can see here, I'm still on my walk, this is lantana here. Look at this. They sprayed a little bit of it, but not much. Gee, they should have sprayed the whole lot in there. Well, I had again a good kill. But as you can see, the chemical they used, I'm not quite sure what they used. Some sort of Roundup, glyphosate or something else, but let's see this, they've killed the leaf too quick. It's got the white patches on it. It's expelled its sugars. That won't die. It's too strong for that. So it's just going to burn the leaf off and it'll just come back again when it rains. Just a waste of chemical. But it's a fairly big creek, as you can see in there. Beautiful spot in the middle of going into Tivoli here, into Ipswich. Actually, you drive past these places and it makes you realise, oh, you can't see that when you're driving on the road. Power generation setup. Must be for the lights or something. See, it's a fairly big creek through there, isn't it? Just don't realise. Obviously access to those power lines and that in there as well. There'll be a couple of pipelines in there for sure, sewage and whatever else for council. There's a learner truck driver. I wonder if he can use a road ranger instead of this an automatic. When I first started driving trucks, we had 3 gear sticks using a Joey box. Oh my god, there's a wasp nest. They hurt. When they bite, they hurt. Oh, see little grass birds in the grass there, can you see them? They're walking in front of me there. Run off into the grass for me. Little baby ones. It's mummy and little babies. It's just... It's alright, mummy. I know you're running away from your babies, but the babies will be there and she run up here to get away from them. So they think of her as a predator, it just detracts them. But anyhow, take the zoom back off. Nice little old squatter's house. Here comes the tractor and slasher man. School bus. There's a white ant's nest on the post. See how the wattle tree gets this fungus on it? When I was in the bush all my life, you didn't take notice of so many things. But now I have more time to think about things and walk around and look at the flowers on that wattle. See that? See that? Just little bead seeds like a pinhead. Oh, my water bottle's leaking. What is that? Oh. Huh. Look at that, I got a pinhole in my water bottle. It's leaking down my pants. Now it looks like I peed myself. Oh my god. That man's lost control. I know it'll come soon. After 60 you sort of realise things are going to happen. Especially when you've got other problems, you've got to take so many bloody tablets. God, that gives me the shits now. One time you pick up these fencing posts, you pick up 3 of them, run along, put them in 3 holes, go back, get another 3 and away you go. We used to split 400 to 500 a day of them with a chainsaw. That's why I now got this bloody ringing in the ears, I suppose. Because nowadays we didn't know about bloody noise pollution. Used to use a lot of chainsaws when we were in the regrowth control, work gangs under the power lines. And they didn't even provide bloody earmuffs in those days. But can you claim it on that? No. They don't want to know about you. They don't give a shit. Government departments and big business like that, go away, they don't even want to know you. And certainly the government doesn't care. See the little flowers and that coming? That's on the wattle. It's a different wattle. I'm wondering why I got a hole in my bottle. That's weird because it's only been in my pocket. See what they done wrong here? Because the hill leans to its left there on that post as we look at it, they didn't put the strainer low enough, the stay I mean. They should have put the stay a little bit lower and pushed it up that way. And this one here, been pulling that way with that, they should actually put another stay the other way too, but the strain is back downhill. But that post has been there a long time obviously. But yeah, it's a bit high that stay, it should have been a little bit lower. Sometimes when they're too high they actually pull the post up out of the ground. They can do too going lower, but when you're on a hill like that you've got to sort of judge a little bit differently. Especially when you've got downhill pressure push from a rail or something like that, or all the rest of the post on the hill. Hear the birds? Oh, I had just realised my finger was over the volume, over the speaker. What do you call it? Microphone. So Tivoli Sporting Complex down to the left, down Church Street. Funny thing, there's no church down that street. Why they call it Church Street, I don't know, must be a name of a person or something. Anyhow, I might end those videos there. There's not much here up further, it's just houses and a school. That's actually part of the school grounds over there behind that house. School's just up there on the right. And that's the road down to Tivoli Sports Centre, Sports Complex. Just goes down to the Bremer River, that road. It actually cuts off and it's just an easement down there, there's no road. But I'm going to do a video down there one day. There's actually old jetties where they launched, brought the coal in, took the coal out I think, down the Bremer River on little barges. And apparently there's still a little bit of infrastructure still laying down there. Oh, here we go, learning to ride a motorbike. I saw a group of about 10 the other day. This is our bus stops here in Australia. If you're watching from overseas, some of them are like this. As you can see, it's a bus stop. It's got all the signage on it, where it goes, what time it's travelling at. And of course there's always an advertising sign. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Cheers. I'm just going to cross the road here. There's a sign on this house here. It's a bit of history. There's 3 houses here. 99, 100, 98. 98, 100, oh, I'm not quite sure now. I'll read on the sign. As soon as I get a chance to cross this bloody road. It's always so busy. We've got an Emerald Carrying Company truck coming. Fuel truck. They do some miles. They've got a lot of trucks, these guys. New Mercedes cab over. Oh, they usually buy Kenny's Max. Anyhow, beautiful old fence, eh? Beautiful old house. Oh. That would have been the quarters for the housemaids in the old days. But anyhow, it's a beautiful structural home. They've got the old split roof system, and they were very cool homes for our climate in Queensland. But here, just look at this. This is the heritage place of the Wright family. I think I was supposed to film like this too, but I'm learning to do it. The Wright family house is situated at 98, 100 and 106 Mount Crosby Road. Were built for the prominent Ipswich collar John Wright and his family upon the land originally owned by Joseph Solomon, part of proprietary of the Queensland Times. This house, 98, number 98, this is where it is on the road, was built prior to 1903 for John's son Andrew Wright and his wife Catherine, daughter of John Johnson, the manager of the nearby mines. In 1915, after the death of the father, Andrew managed some family Tivia mines until the middle of the century. This is an initiative of the Ipswich City Council 2014, marker number 0115. You might wonder what these dots are here. This is for people who are blind. They can just feel along that and read it. I have no idea how to read it, but obviously that's numbers there, 0115, which is interesting. So that's the Ipswich coat of arms, and they're symbol on the Bremer River. But yeah, and number 98. Beautiful home. Would have been a beautiful place in the old days to live without the traffic, because that was built, you got to remember, these were built when it was just cob and co, you know, just horse-drawn carriages. That's how it was in those days. So yeah, Ipswich Caravan Park on the left there. You drive down that road there to it. Another angle of that house from behind there. An old garage or work shed. This old fence needs a bit of TLC, doesn't it? Beautiful big pines there in front of us. Anyhow,